Happy New Comic Day and welcome to another New Comic Day Blast, the weekly show I run down some news from around the comic book industry, drop some recommendations for cool books on the store shelves and digital storefronts, as well as occasionally show off a couple new books I picked up, which I have a few to show off. So let's jump right into it with a book that's actually out today, and an announcement from an artist, Leinil Francis Yu, who announced on Twitter that X-Men 12 is my last gig as interior artist, will continue as cover artist. Thank you all for your support and encouragement. Enjoy the issue. Thank you for your fantastic work on X-Men. And he's done several X-Men titles and plenty of great work. There's tons of fantastic art throughout the Marvel Universe. And it was funny, like, reading through, because I was like, wait, the wording was like, all right. And some people asked, is this going to be was this going to be his last interior work altogether or just on X-Men? And I took it as just on X-Men, but you never know. I was like, oh, you know what? I kind of had that question too. He'll continue doing covers and then do some other stuff around Marvel or whoever else. Like, whoever knows. He has done some independent stuff as well, some creator-owned stuff. He did Superior with Mark Millar, and I think was there a couple of series tied to Superior? I'm not sure. I remember the main series, but it could have just been just that one. But I thought there was a follow-up to that, and not sure what else he's done. But so that's Leinil Francis Yu, last gig with X-Men number 12 doing the interiors, and we'll continue to do the covers. Then we keep it with Marvel because Black Cat's back. And I've already talked about the Black Cat series, which ran 12 issues and then it got canceled, as they said. It's like, oh, it's going on hiatus, whatever. Like, that sounds kind of suspect. Probably going to get canceled. We're never going to see this series again. Written by Jed McKay, and it might have had a couple artists on it. But it just got announced that Marvel's bringing it back in December to tie in with, whatever the hell that series is, King in Black. So it is back, new ongoing. Jed McKay is still writing it. CF Villa doing art. Pepe Larraz and Marte Gracia are doing the covers, and they already kind of showed off that cool cover art there. So I'm definitely looking forward to keeping this going. As I already talked about, I liked the series before. It was cool getting some insight into just kind of seeing Felicia Hardy, just her work as a solo character, her little crew or two-man crew, and then like the ties to her father and everything that he's done just in the criminal underworld, and like her relationship to him and to what he's done, as well as other characters' relationships to him, and how that's kind of just played off each other and like all the after effects of everything that he's done. So all this criminal activity. But Black Cat's back. So like, all right, I don't remember when issue 12 even dropped, but we're back. December's like, and I think Jed McKay said, I told you we're not canceled. And I guess he's right. But I mean, they canceled that series. So it was, but I don't know. Hiatus, whatever. They should just kept it going. But I guess, hey, brand new number one. And then you got King in Black. So you got a new number one, tied into a big event, whatever the hell Null is supposed to be doing. And King in Black, again, I don't really care too much about Null stuff. Once all that stuff blew out, I was like, I don't really care that much. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. So yeah, so you got King in Black, Black Cat back in December with a brand new number one. Then we jump back over to DC for an actual cancellation, a true cancellation. Batman Beyond was just revealed to be canceled at issue number 50. I'm not reading this one, but I know a lot of people have seen to love it just from even before the cancellation notice. I was constantly seeing random tweets saying people love Batman Beyond. Some people said it was one of the best, if not the best title that DC had been publishing as of late. And here it is, about to wrap up at issue 50. I think Dan Mora, who I mentioned before, who's done a lot of stuff at Boom Studios, and he's been over doing a lot of cover work for DC lately, had done some Batman Beyond stuff as well, some covers. So I just kind of seen those a lot, but I haven't been reading it. Haven't really cared too much about Batman Beyond since the cartoon, and I thought that was just okay. Did get to see the Royal Flush game, which I thought was cool. But I wanted to mention that because I know a lot of people obviously seem to like it. A lot of people just weren't happy with the cancellation. It's weird. All these other titles, all this stuff going on in DC, and there's actually a Batman book cancellation, like, mind blowing. Nobody would ever saw that coming because everything obviously seemed to be centered around the Bat franchises, the Bat family, whether in the future or current times. So yeah, Batman Beyond number 50. Let me know what you think of that if you're reading it. What if you thought of it? Issue number 50, last issue, Batman Beyond. Now, let's get into some recommendation because, as always, tons of books out. So I've got plenty of cool books to recommend. This is another big week for my pull list. A lot of pre-orders. I did grab a couple books. Well, one new book, and there were some other ones that I wanted, but I was like, all right, the shop that I went to didn't have the cover I wanted for one book, and there's another indie book that I want. I'm like, all right, I have to get this from another shop or just order it online. We'll see how that goes. Jump over to Boom Studios because I want to talk about this new series that just debuted. It couldn't have been that long ago. Probably was late August. It's 7 Secrets, and the second issue is out today. 7 Secrets #2 is out. Now, I really had no idea what the hell this book was about, but just from the title, I was like, oh, I wonder, it could be some conspiratorial type stuff, and I heard a lot of people talking about it. We were talking about it at the shop. Again, I just didn't know anything about it. And I tried to look, I went to Diamond Comics. I was like, all right, let me go to Diamond's website to read, or to screen cap the synopsis, and so I can read it off for you all. They didn't have anything. All they had was their kind of release date coding, like that, or the publication date coding that they use, and that was it. There's no information whatsoever, no synopsis. I'm like, all right, that's not gonna work. So I went to mycomicshop.com. So I read both for issue #1 and 2. So #1, for fans of Once and Future and Undiscovered Country, I have been reading the former, have not read the latter. Comes an all-new original series from #1 New York Times best-selling author Tom Taylor, deceased, and artist Danielle Di Nicola, sorry if I butchered your name, of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fame, about 7 powerful secrets, words, wonders, weapons, and worse with the power to destroy. Oh wait, okay, I see. 7 secrets, words, wonders, weapons, and worse with the power to destroy the world. 7 secrets could destroy the world. For centuries, they've been locked away and protected by the Order. When their stronghold is attacked and a secret revealed, the entire Order must go on the run. Oh no, that's not good. The Order's youngest member, Casper, has been trained his entire life to protect the secrets he will never know. Now is his chance to prove his worth to become a holder of one of the deadliest secrets in the world. But Casper has a secret of his own, and his secret could prove more dangerous than anything the Order protects. Now, #2, as this one just dropped, after a deadly attack on the Order, their youngest member, Casper, must step forward to keep the world safe from the 7 secrets with the power to destroy it. But surviving the trials doesn't mean just becoming the next holder of a great secret. It also carries danger that will change Casper's life in unimaginable ways. So, that's a lot to take in. 2 different synopses, or for reading the plot synopsis of both those first 2 issues. But it does sound interesting. So this was one of the books I was like, all right, you know what, I might have to check this out. Track both of these issues down and look into them because, again, it's Boom Studios. And I always have a bunch of hits. And this just sounds kind of cool. You got this kind of like that secret order type stuff and the secret stuff, like the secret words part, and just the different secrets that could destroy the world. Like that aspect, that little twist, definitely sounds appealing. So I'm absolutely curious. I will absolutely be checking into 7 Secrets #2, well, #1 and #2 from Boom Studios. And jumping back to Marvel, we got Giant Size X-Men Storm #1. We got some Storm love, and this is one of those covers, or this is one of the books that has one of the Alex Ross timeless variants. So we got Storm, got this cool Alex Ross retro cover here, timeless cover. And it looks absolutely dope. This is one book I absolutely pre-ordered because we got some Storm action. Like I've told you about the giant size one-shots that they've been doing, giant size X-Men one-shots. Storm obviously has one now. Magneto, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey and Emma shared one. I think Phantom X may or may not have had one, or at least was planning to have one. So yeah, giant size X-Men one-shots, just kind of focus on one character, or in the case of Jean Grey and Emma Frost, 2 characters. But they've already talked about how they're planning a big Storm story coming, I think, next year. So be on the lookout for that. For all my fellow Storm fans, Storm is definitely going to be getting some more spotlight coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. So that's Giant Size X-Men Giant Size X-Men Storm #1, Marvel Comics. And my last recommendation for the week is Bleed Them Dry #3, Vault Comics' Ninja Vampire Tale. Absolutely have to do this one. Read the first issue, dug it. Even just before, I was thinking, when I heard about it, I was like, oh, you know what? I gotta track this down. This might be something right on my alley. Ninja, Vampire, let's do it. So here we are, issue #3. Vault Comics is one of those publishers out there doing big things. Smaller, they don't produce, obviously they aren't producing as many titles, but they're producing a lot of cool stuff. You definitely go check them out on Twitter, and you can see the love that they're getting from fans from around the world and comic book media. Everybody's praising them, and this is one of their top titles out there. Bleed Them Dry, number 3, Vault Comics. Now, as I said in my intro, occasionally I will show off some new books. So that's what we got today, and similar to what it wasn't last week or the week before, we got the trifecta: free comics, old comics, and new comics. So we're gonna start with the first free book from Viz Media. We have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is a Twilight Princess / Splatoon Squid Kids comedy show book. So we got some Zelda action, which I love. And then the other half of the book is Splatoon stuff. So if you ever played Splatoon on, was it the Wii? Did it start on the Wii U or was it just on Switch? I don't remember. But Splatoon is back in comic form, manga form, I guess you almost kind of say, because it goes backwards. But that's just Viz Media. So yeah, free book. And now I was like, all right, looking through the back issues, because I was seeing these books. I was like, all right, you know what? I absolutely do want to finish this or catch back up on it, because I read the first 3 issues, but I was missing this issue here. So here is Dr. Doom, number 4. I was digging this, Christopher Canwell, Salvador LaRocca, and Guru Effects. So I had 1 through 3 and then 6. I was like, all right, I gotta find 4 and 5. And I may have already picked up, I'm pretty sure I grabbed 5. And hopefully I did not already pick up 4, because I would have just wasted another $4. But I was like, man, you know what? It didn't show up in my collection, but sometimes this isn't always, it doesn't always update fully. So hopefully I don't have a double of this. But here's Dr. Doom. And I dug this because it's just one of those kind of solo stories and really digging into Dr. Doom and Latveria. And then I think I talked about it as like a recent read and kind of went into what happened in those first couple issues, and everything went to hell. But so now we get to catch up and finish going with this. So Dr. Doom, number 4. Last up, a new book. So we got free book, oldish, not that old though, more recent I guess. Here is Iron Man number 1, featuring Christopher Canwell, who just wrote Dr. Doom. So here he is with Cafu and Frank D'Armata. I don't know, is that Cafu or is this, or you go C-A-F-U? I just say Cafu, but that could be me. So here is the main cover for Iron Man number 1. I do have this pre-ordered. I have the Alex Ross's Timeless variant, which I thought was dope. And all of those Timeless covers are pretty damn fucking cool to me. I have a bunch of those, even some titles I don't even care about. I just wanted a bunch of them. I didn't get them all, at least not yet. There are 3 that I chose not to get, because I don't really care that much, but part of me kind of wants the whole set of all of them. So that's Alex Ross. And if you know anything, I think I talked about it before, they're all basically headshots sort of all these Marvel characters. And it's also basically the heads of the big mural that's in Marvel's offices right now that went up earlier this year. Maybe they just put it up. I don't know. It's probably pretty recent though, last few months maybe. But yeah, so we got Iron Man number 1, so he's back. This is the first, I haven't read Iron Man in several years. The last time I read it was, what's it, Invincible Iron Man. It was the series after Invincible Iron Man, and it went, I think like 19 issues or something. It wasn't that good. He had an awful suit. It was just, I just didn't care about it. I was like, man, this is terrible. And I ended up reading through the whole thing, but it just was not good. But here's what I'm like, all right, here he's back. They talk about bringing Iron Man back to his roots, his man and his armor, and whatever else it is. I did read some stuff on Twitter, so I was curious. I was like, all right, let me go check on Twitter, see what people are saying about it. Some people loved it, some people thought it was boring, but I'm like, all right, I already have it pre-ordered. And this was cover I kind of wanted anyway, but I just didn't order both of them. So I was like, all right, I'll just pick it up when it drops, and I'll just get the main cover. So that's what I did. So we got it, Iron Man number 1, and I'll be reading this after this video. Probably while this video might be rendering and uploading. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's that for New Comic Book Day. Let me know what you picked up. We got the news, Batman Beyond, canceled issue 50. Black Cat's back in December, which I will absolutely be jumping back into because I like Felicia Hardy. So it'll be cool. Not sure where I stand with the King in Black stuff. We'll see what they're trying to do with that. I haven't read much into it, so I don't know the full extent or the scope of what whatever the hell is even supposed to be going on. Again, I haven't read shit with Null outside of what was it? Well, obviously it appeared in with Thor: God of Thunder, and then it had some other stuff. But I have not read any solo Venom stuff since. So I have a couple issues I picked up just for the variants. But that's that. And then Leinil Francis Yu ending his run on the current X-Men series as his series artist, but we'll continue with covers. And we got some cool recommendations. Bleed Them Dry, Seven Secrets #2 from Boom Studio, and we got some new stuff here. So plenty of stuff. Well-rounded episode today. Let me know what you thought, what you picked up this week, what you're reading, what you've already read so far. If you haven't hit your shop up or ordered your comics on Comixology or the Comics app, let me know what you're looking forward to picking up and reading. Want to hear it all. It's comics. Enjoy yourselves. Let's have some fun. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And that's going to wrap it up for this new Comic Day Blast for the week of September 16th, 2020. Let's do it. This is GENOTHADRAGON. Thanks for watching. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting, and peace out.